Welcome back, fellow scrubs. This is Bart the Wiz. Back, it's Monday, more Pocket Fighter EX time. And so this is a community-based project. We're not affiliated with SNK or Capcom. We're not licensed. We're not selling it. It's free. It's just, it's out there. So just get that out of the way. Cover all the bases. And now we can move on. There we are. So we've got some updates. Not too much has really happened, at least visually, since last time. But would like to go over some stuff here. So number one, you're probably wondering, what the heck is this? Well, this is actually one of the test stages when I was making the larger stage size. I actually pulled this, and this is from Mighty Final Fight. So I think I actually have the file here somewhere. I go to stages, and actually, you know what? It's probably in raw resources, stages, Mighty Final Fight, and it's actually the second map of the game, I believe. So it was actually the rooftop section of the stage. And then, then you would jump up here, and then Damned would come out. They call him Thrasher in this game. And then he'd, I think, cause the floor to fall out, and then you'd fall down. Either way, it was a nice, very big stage, so I could just pop this as a background and just kind of get a sense of distance from one side to another. And it was really useful for that. And I forgot to chat. I knew I was forgetting something. Talking to myself. If I ask questions and I don't know what the hell's going on. Alright, sorry if you did type a message. Did not see it. Let's see. Oh, I got two chat bots. There's two chat bots going. I forgot to close the last one last time. Hold on. I guess they're both connected. I don't know. Alright. Disconnected and reconnected. So, okay. It didn't seem to record any messages, I think. Since I had two of them at the same time, I don't know what the hell I was doing. So if you had a question or whatever, just post it again and I'll catch it now. So yeah, this was the stage here. And it's nice, and it's 8-bit, quote unquote. You know, it's retro style. But it doesn't quite fit the how do I put it? So, like, there's no perspective in a lot of elements of the stage. So, like, obviously you have, you know, this side of the building here has perspective on it, but everything in the background kind of doesn't really. They kind of fake it. The NES had very limited visual memory to work on, or graphics memory, whatever you want to call it. VRAM, video memory. And they kind of faked it with having shadows to kind of pop things out, but there's actually no real perspective on any of this stuff. And so what I mean by that is when you look at, I don't know if I have it here. Well, you know, the train stage is a pretty good one. So perspective is like where you can, like, you know that you're sitting at this viewing angle, and then everything is kind of constructed based on that angle. So here it's actually I think your focus is here, and so everything feeds back into that line, and you can see the perspective here coming back to this focal point. That's what I mean about having perspective. It's actually pretty consistent here. I wasn't really expecting it to be that consistent, to be honest, but this is actually a pretty good example. So you see everything feeds into that focus point to direct your, you know what perspective you're looking at it. Now here it's like, okay, well, where's the perspective? Is it here? Like, is the perspective here? So this is it's right here. Well, the edge of this doesn't correspond at all to that. Like, there's no side of the building here to see that would lead you to believe that there's a perspective here. You know what I'm saying? Everything's flat in the background. And they give you a little pseudo perspective here. It's more isometric than anything in this part, but the background's completely flat. So I don't consider it a good candidate for an actual stage, but it was useful in determining how big the stages should be. So this stage actually been in the game for a while, but it's just not... I didn't consider it up to snuff. So it was just a nice, easy way to get a big old background in there. Because some people have asked, I uploaded this on Twitter, this stage, and you might be asking what, I think her name's Ruru? Amber! What's the ice, Inu girl's name? Sam show. Okay, alright, that's what I thought. Thank you. It's Rimu Ruru. I got it right, I think. Rimu. I always get her mixed up with Nakaruru. I know the red one's Nakaruru, but now I don't know which one the blue is. But, of course, Amber knows, so we're all good. So why is Rimu, giant Rimu Ruru just sitting here? Well, she's a test object. And so if you notice, whenever Ken hits the ground, she does a little bounce. So like if he gets slammed to the ground, or if he just gets juggled and falls down, then she does a little bounce. And that's supposed to basically sends a flag that, hey, someone got slammed to the ground, so go ahead and do something based on that action. So it's what we would call an event. An event is kind of like a signal. It's like a beacon. It says, hey, this thing happened. So you want to do something potentially based on what happened. So it's like a notification for the rest of the program, or parts of the program that are supposed to be listening. So you can think of it as a broadcaster and a listener. So the radio station broadcasts its music, and then you tune in on the car radio to hear the music. Or in this case, I suppose, in this day and age, it's Spotify, right? Yeah. So you can do... It kind of works like that. And what happens is the Rimurumu's got a listener on her. So I can show that here. She's in the stage. Yeah, bounce test. So she's got this shared event listener. And the event here is here, fighter knockdown bounce. And so when she does listen in and she gets the message, hey, someone got slammed to the ground, she goes ahead and plays her little hop animation. So I can add multiple things to happen here if I so choose. And whenever it gets the call, it does the thing. It's a pretty simple setup, conceptually at least. And Unity allows you to do make little files to kind of facilitate this. So this file here is the fighter knockdown bounce event. So it's a custom object that I made, but I can create a different type of shared event here, and I can name it whatever I want. And then I just add listeners to things that need to listen, and that's it. So why did I bother putting this in? Well, for one, I do absolutely want to do the effect that you see here, where, you know, the crowd can react to what's happening in the game, and it can be taken to the extreme where you can put an event out every time someone gets hit. You can put an event, you know. So say the crowd, you want the crowd to react specifically if someone gets hit by a super, like, you know, they go, ooh, wow, or like, ooh, ouch, you know, something like that. They want to change expression, and you can do that. And you can do that very easily by just adding that event, hooking up the attack code to that event, and then firing off that event if the conditions are met. So if someone gets hit by a level that's marked in the category of super move, then it sends it out. And then you can do stuff like that. And that's all cool. That's all little bells and whistles and cool stuff like that. But it gets even deeper than that. So you think of like in Street Fighter 4 or even 5 and other fighting games, they have like a challenge mode. Or challenges, rather. They have challenges to complete. And typically they come in the form of do this combo. And if you can do this combo, you pass it and you can move on to the next. So how would you program something like that? Well, with the event system, fire off an event every time someone gets hit by something. So every time an attack connects, fire off an event. But you include a little bit of data with that. You include what was the attack that hit, how much damage did it do, who got hit, who dealt the attack. You can do stuff like that. Or you could even split those up into separate ones where the fighter that has dealt the attack will send off one message, and the fighter that received the attack will send off a different message. You could split it up however you want. Now, if you send to another piece of the code that keeps track of a combo, say that the character has sustained a combo, meaning they're still comboing the opponent, and they just landed a clean hit of this move. Okay, you check that move off the list in your combo, and then you wait for the next move to be detected, and the next move to be detected. And when the combo drops, you reset that list of commands, and that's how you make a challenge mode. I'm not going to say it's easy, but doing it that way makes it infinitely easier to track and to implement something like that. So the idea of adding this kind of system goes very far into the future. But it also has some very important things right now. And so if you've been following along, you know that we're implementing GGPO. And so we have to have the game doing rollbacks and saving states and loading states. Well, part of the reason that I put this in is because, there you go, state saved. And if I walk over here, and load state loaded. Now those messages that are popping up because of the event system. So when the state is loaded, an event gets shouted out to everything that's listening. It says, hey, the state got saved or the state got loaded. You have to do a specific thing now that has happened. And it helps me attach other parts of the code into this system so that it can respond to these kinds of events. So when a rollback does happen, we can send out a specific thing that said, okay, the state got loaded, but this is also specifically a rollback situation, so we send out the rollback event. And then anything that needs to get ready for a rollback to happen can compensate for that happening. So it's like it's a broadcasting system for different parts of the program who are not normally connected to one another to be able to communicate to one another. Oh, a thing happened. Okay, well, whatever's broadcasting it doesn't know who's listening. They just know that it may have listeners, so it sends it out. And it doesn't matter, you can attach it to any part of the program, anywhere in the program, and it will pick up that message and be able to do something. This is a really, really great communication method between different parts of the code that have no business normally talking to each other. So you'll say, like, what's a good example? They give it like the life bars. The life bars really don't have any business talking to the fighters. They don't really care what the fighters are doing. They just need to track health. So if the health changes, you can send out an event that way to say, hey, the health changed, here's the new value. Make sure that you're displaying the correct value. Now, I wouldn't particularly do the health bar that way, but you can do similar concepts in Unity to get that same effect. So I can make, and I'm actually working on this, I'm going to make the health stats of a character something that works kind of like the event system, where it will exist outside of the fighter, and you attach the fighter to it. But you also attach the life bar to this health stat object. And so the health is not contained by the fighter, but the fighter reports to the health, hey, here's something happened, we took damage, take some damage. And then the life bar is listening in on those changes and compensates accordingly. Now I have the system's kind of half and half on that. It's got a little bit of baby steps in that direction, but it's not really full-fledged for the health system. But I want to do it for the super meter and for the max meter and all that stuff. So it's possible that we make a fighter object at some point in the future that doesn't need to be attached to a super bar. And so, like, if we ever get to the point where we can do say a story mode or something along those lines, if you have like a grunt, they probably don't have a super, so you don't link them to a super meter, and they just don't have that. They'll have health, and that's pretty much it. And you can do things like that. So it's kind of making parts of the program able to talk to each other as easy as possible will help you the farther that you get into any kind of project like this. So that's pretty much the basis of that, and I wanted to get that kind of done and out of the way because, you know, it's really important to have that kind of system going forward, especially for, you know, well, Ken won't be in the right animation when the state loads, but yeah, his actual fighter state is not saved yet into the save state. But it will be very, very useful for these systems already, and it'll be infinitely useful as time goes on. I'm trying to do the combo that I figured out earlier. There it is. Thought that one was kind of fun. It's a lot of juggling. You just gotta get the timing right. Boom. There's the big one. Yeah, that's it. I should record the Terry voice samples from Smash and see about implementing them, or a few of them, because I really like when he says, "Here's the big one," and I know that's from 14 as well. I could get those samples. It would be kind of cool. I still have yet to download Terry and Smash. I just haven't coughed up the money for it yet, but I really wanted to try them out. So all that technical stuff out of the way, essentially what I've done is I've just adapted more players to the state system, so you can get other stuff. Oh yeah, I've seen some shit of him in Smash. I've seen the shit people are doing. I want in on it. Other than that, like I said, it's just adding more to the rollback stuff. So I'm planning out how to actually do a rollback, because it's not as simple as just loading the state. Sure, you can load the state, whoop-de-doo, but you have to also reprocess the past timeline all the way up to current time before you go on. And that's the part that's really going to be a pain. So I'm not 100% sure how I want to do that yet. I've got some ideas, but none of it's been tested to see if it actually would work or not. And so that's pretty much where we are there. I got more objects hooked up to the save state system. Oh, the timer too now. Sorry, that's not it. So we got 60 seconds on the clock, and I save state at 58. And now it's 49, so there you go. We're back to 58. And if I load state, we'll be back at 58 on the clock. So that's been done. The light bars and all that haven't been hooked up yet because I still have to actually do the changes that I was talking about and making it a little more modular. Now the reason that the character states, so like when Ken gets hit, and I save that state, if I load that state, he's not actually in his damage state or anything. So that kind of stuff will have to get added. I literally have to add every value individually to this system. It's not automatic. And I showed that last time, but just to kind of exemplify what I mean here. I don't have anything here that does that. Let's grab something that actually responds to this. Let's see. Terry has his specific programmed behavior. And here. So when we save Terry's specific data state, now his program, like his shared functions of being a fighter. Oh, the time over came out. That's funny. His shared functions of like jumping and the basics of attacks and stuff, that's all kind of like shared between the fighters, but his specific coding, everything that's very specific to him that other people don't need. Like the state of power stream or the power dunk, all the effects that are controlled by that, that's all saved individually. So I have to save the if he were to save state in the intro portion, he would save his intro animation ID. He would say whether or not he's waiting for the load screen to finish. He had to save his power dunk object, the reference to that, the reference to power stream's animator, you know, the object itself, whether or not he's enabled. There's not too much here, but this gives you an idea of what you have to do. And so all that's saved. Everything that needs to be saved is saved. And then I have to create a function to load it back when it's done. And then if I need to do any instructions after the load, that's what post load state is for. And that's all well and nice. And it's like, okay, alright, there's a few things here or there. So how much work is that really to get like all the rest of the program here? Let's see, can we expand all? I wonder if we can just do a quick expand. Let me pause this so I don't keep saying time over. And I don't see it. I know MO, control MO, causes everything to collapse. There's MM, and I forget what that is. Also something to collapse. I don't know. You would figure that MO would be open and MC would be closed. Well, either way, it doesn't look like it's a lot here because I've got a lot of stuff collapsed. But there are 9,152 lines of code in the fighter's controller, the shared controller. That's a lot. And considering that I have to manually select every single value and save it, and then every single value has to be restored from there at that point, that's a lot of work. It's gonna take a while to do that. So not only like what team you're on, the match that you're attached to, you got all these other references, the name, then you got the hitbox data list. Oh, actually, you probably wouldn't have to back that one up. You'd have to back up the fighter behavior reference, and that's specifically like that's Terry's specific code that gets attached. You got the reference to the character's body sprite. You got the events. You probably won't have to do this. You could save this. I wouldn't foresee it being changed. I'd probably save it just for safety's sake. Pulled objects, you probably don't have to do much with that. That can be rebuilt if it needs to be. The focus, so the opponent that they're focused on, the current free turnaround time, that's for when there's no focus, but you still have to do that. All the health stats, super meter, max meter, back that up. And this is like 1% of what we have to back up so far. The dizzy stars, the dizzy timer, stun recovery timers. If you were dizzied, if you're in the dizzy or to set the dizzy animation, the object spawner reference, your current positions, your position and velocity starting at the update. Let's see, skip setup, force animation frame, and this is all just a nitty-gritty update, an update, or an await update. Actually, I'll probably remove those aren't really needed. Which comes to my other point that doing all of this requires me to review the code and make sure that it makes sense and there's nothing unused and all that. And that's the process that needs to take first before I decide to save state and load state. Character voice reference, their voice bank, the reference to that, all the sound effects. And look, we're only on 1100, so 1180 line out of 9152. And there's a lot more values later on. This is actually pretty light. These are pretty light systems here. You know, we get the like training tools, the hit stun readout, the last animation display, the guard after hit timer, training wake up command. Like, it just keeps going and going and going. The rigid body, the reference to that. The input tracker has to get a reference. Who's controlling the character? Is it AI? Is it controlled by the player? Current input state. Now, there's no AI yet in the game, but it has to have a placeholder for that. So now I gotta back up the input state. Well, what the hell is that? Okay, well, the input state's got all this shit in it. And so this is a goddamn rabbit hole. It goes so deep. And this part of one's gonna take forever. But I need to go through the code and to make it more efficient for one, but also clean it up. And if there's anything that I don't need anymore, I need to get rid of it. Because if you're saving and loading things you don't need, there's no sense in that. It's just wasted time. You don't want to do that. See, there's super animator reference, animation registry reference, which could change. So you do need to do this. There are characters that probably will have to change their animation registry as we go on. I've got one in mind. I don't know if I'm going to add them yet, but I do have one in mind. Let's see. Your spark FX data, so that's like your hit sparks, block sparks, armor sparks. That's why it's called spark FX. That's all got to be checked out. Now we get, oh yeah, that was just a section for more sections. And we got the last fighter to attack you. You get the reset. I guess there's nothing in reset. Time. So we've got time controllers. You're gonna back that shit up. Max activation effects. Yeah, it goes and goes and goes. And look, we're only at 1900, line 1900, and that shit just gonna take forever. So, chat says, this makes me want to practice Java again. Yes. I'm glad by that. Or, I'm glad for that. I like the idea of, I get the same way when I see, like, somebody programming or whatever, and I'm like, damn it, I gotta go back and start doing shit. So I'm very happy you feel that way. I feel that way too when I watch people do stuff like this. Let's see. Oh no, we're talking about Smash players and Terry. This can't be good. Let's see, what's chat saying? Let me read this before I say it out loud. Oh no, it's a tweet. Do I really want to look at a tweet? Oh no. Yeah, okay, yeah. Never mind. It's out of the scope of the current stream, but yes, the Smash's community reaction to Terry is mixed. It's mixed. We'll put it that way. That it's mixed. I think that sums it up. Yeah, but I do find some humor as well, as that Sakurai actually, the foundation for Smash was incubated by traditional fighters, especially like King of Fighters 95, where he shared that story about his time in the arcades, and so for the Smash players to dunk on King of Fighters and to dunk on Terry it's a bit ridiculous in general, but it's much more ironic when you come to think that Sakurai's a huge fan of these games, and a lot of those mechanics influence what Smash was later to become. So it's like, it is what it is. You're dunking on history you don't understand. But yeah, that's neither here nor there, I suppose, is the phrase, right? So all that aside, my next my next point of attack is to flesh out that that event system a little bit. Right now, it doesn't have the capacity to be able to send data along with its message. So like I was saying before, if you wanted to make a challenge mode like Street Fighter 4 and 5 have and others, where you have to perform a combo to get to the next challenge and move on in advance, that specific functionality is something that will be best served by this events type system. But it needs to be able to send information to say, hey, what attack hit? Are you still in the combo? And then it can progressively track where you are in the combo as it goes along. So, you know, I have a little more work to do with that. But the fact that I can send out a message now about saving and loading states, like, boom, save state, cool. Boom, load state, awesome. Like, just the fact that the program is aware of that and can send that out. And that's really what's driving this little animation to play. It's literally just an event that says, oh, state was loaded? Okay, show state saved. Or state was saved, show state saved, state was loaded, show state loaded. Jeez, can't even talk today. Getting tongue-tied. Save state, load state, up state, down state. Oh, yes. Saving all the shit. I think there's one parameter on the sprite renderers that are changing, and it's causing them to get resaved in the system whenever I do a save state and load state, but whatever. It works. I'm not going to rag on it. So yeah, and then that's the story of this stage here. If I'm to include this, I'm probably going to redraw it to a degree. I do like the fact that there's this, you know, brick background here. As you can see, I actually cropped it. You can see here. I cropped out the thing a little bit so that when you're all the way to the corner, it looks like you're backed up to the door. So there's that. I've changed a little bit of the stage dynamics since this one was in, so I'd also have to draw a little bit on the outside so when the stage shakes, you won't get like the outline or the nothingness behind it being visible, things like that. I'd have to layer it, give it some nice layering, and really rethink about how the design is. The barrels are a little too small because the characters in Mighty Final Fight, and I don't know if I have them here. I don't seem to have them. Let me pull them up quick. The characters in Mighty Final Fight are very small compared to the Neo Geo Pocket characters, so Mighty Final Fight sprites. Because they're really cool looking, but they're just not, they're not the same type of style. So, let's take Cody here for example. Let's just copy him. Get out of here. I love you, Did You Know Gaming, but I don't want to watch you right now. I see they're very small. So if you were to take Cody here and put him next to the barrel, like he's about the right size for this. But then if you take let's see, fighters, let's just take Ken here. This color is going to get screwed up in the conversion, but that's fine. We see how much bigger Ken is, so he doesn't look good against the barrels here. So there'll be concessions that we have to make for that. We probably have to make a barrel. What I'd like to do is have like a bunch of barrels over in the corner, so it gets cut off like here, I think, in game. If you have a bunch of barrels in the corner here, and then have them like destructible, like just like in Final Fight or like Guy's intro in Alpha 2, now that would be cool. And you throw someone over here and it busts the barrels, that would be cool. That'd be awesome throwback. Something like that. Or even if like a chicken's under it, I don't know. The pot roast. It's underneath it when it goes away. Just have it randomized, right? Just draw pot roast, and then when the barrel breaks, like 1 out of like 20 chances, it ends up leaving a pot roast. Wouldn't that be amazing? It's a dumb shit like that. I would like to do that with it, but it does have to be redrawn. The floor will have to be retextured. It's very flat here, and that works for Mighty Final Fight in its defense. That's the kind of readability you needed in the NES games because of the way that it works. Stop that. But there's still a lot of work to do, so it's remained a test stage up until this point because of that. But I would like to include it at some point. I think that would be interesting. So. What are we talking about? Prego? Chat, where's your head at? Let's see. Gotta eat spaghetti, and no, it's not Prego sauce. Thank goodness. Oh God, God bless. Cause oh man, Amber loves the fucking Prego, and I can't stand it. It's ridiculous. It tastes like shit. Look, I'm used to making my own sauce. All right. I can't stand this bottled Prego bullshit. She's probably not listening. She'd be yelling by now. Fuck you, I love Prego. Oh. So yeah, that's I guess that's just the story about that stage. So I'd like to include it eventually, but I do believe that it needs to be remade in some capacity before it's really ready. It can be used as a template, but it needs to be drawn over in some degree. That would be really nice. I think it would come out really good if we could get it working right. So, I think that's pretty much all for the code changes since last time, and kind of explaining, you know, what it's all about in the giant Rimuru. Oh, time over. Now I changed the timer back. Let's back. Boom, boom, boom. So, I don't know, that's pretty much it. If we don't have any questions or anything, so we'll move on. I think it's out of here. Don't need that anymore. Oh, stop. Whoa. This Terry's pretty fun. I can't wait till this fucking net goes ready. I'll actually be able to play it, because I live in Kentucky, and the internet is garbage here. It's absolute 100% garbage. And we tried using Parsec, and it just... I don't even have to be the host, and it still doesn't work. It's just... Ugh. Internet here is... Ugh. So when we get GGPO in there completely, like, I'm going to be playing my own game all the time. Don't think I'm not. I built this thing. I'm going to play it. I built it the way I like it. So I'm going to play it all the time. Alright, so I guess we'll move on to Iori. So where did we leave off last? Can't talk today. Let's see, I got water here, I got coffee too, but it's not. Really shouldn't be drinking it still. The coffee's dehydrating me. That's making it harder to talk. Alright, so we checked out his forward throws, back throw, and we're looking at his unique attacks, which I don't know the names of because fucking they change all the time anyway, apparently. So you got 6A, 6B, and his Air 4B. That's how that goes. I guess we'll have to finish this one. I think I hastily put this one together. Oh, I guess I got farther than that. I got the special attacks. But what happens after this? I didn't look at what happens after the hit. So let's pull up the footage that we had. Let me find it. Stream recordings, local recordings. There we go. It's kind of hard to tell which one's which here, so we're just gonna have to go look. Okay, that's his one there. That's nothing. Alright, what's this one? Also nothing, I guess. That's strange, it has a thumbnail. Oh, I might have combined a few of these, probably what it was. What's this one? What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, it's that one. Whoop! That's that one. I gotta go back to find it. And that's just grab. Man, what was that? Oh, that's overhead kick. Alright, let's see what this one is. One of these has got to be it. Come on, do something. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. So what does he do after? Oh, he just holds it. Did I get him doing a super jump one, maybe? He's got enough hang time that... that might have been it. Let's see. Aha! Okay. So he goes back to this stance. And that's kind of it, and he just lands as normal. Alright. That's what I expected, but it's always good to check it out. So, let's see. The wave, the DP, the Rekka, and then this jumping, grab you, slash you, whatever the hell it is. That was the last one we did. So this one's complete, I suppose. Let's look at the actual game. Yes. I guess. Yeah. I get you up. And not used to Steam's good way out. It is handy, though, to see the last games that you really played. Oh, where is it now? Here it is. Where's our boy? He's down here. He changes every game. I don't know. Beat up Shingo. He deserves it. Yeah, I know. I ran out of this space. Get out of here. Oh, that's cool. It's actually mouse controlled. Well, isn't that nice? Whoa! Those are not the colors I want. Default, please. Make it a little easier to do this process. Okay, we'll use Light Punch now. Light Punch. And Light Punch. There we go. Okay. We got this. We got this. If I can do it. We got that. That's the last one that we did. We need to do that one. We did this. And that's pretty much it. I think is what we have so far. Okay, so he's got the command grab. Right? And... yeah, I think that's it, right? I mean, he's got a lot of moves, but it's not like too many. Those are unique moves. Yeah, Fireball. Deadly Flower. That's this one? Yeah. Okay. And... yes. Oh! That's not what I want. There. So there's that one we have yet to do. Let's see. Got that. Yeah, we got that one. I guess that's it. Unless I'm missing something. Trying to... Jesus, can't do it with this controller. Come on, there you go. I think that's all of them. So yeah, the Talon... oh, not it. Yeah, that thing can cancel into Rekka's, I believe. Maybe? Yeah. On hit. So that's good. There's nothing else special there. So the next thing to do is this one. And I guess it's got 2 forms here. Wow, he goes all the way, even with light. Or, well, almost all the way. He goes all the way with that. Oh yeah, I guess you can't special. You can't special to special cancel. This is not 13. What the hell am I trying to do? Kind of expected to be able to special cancel that. Did he not cancel that? Oh, he can do it that way. Yeah, doing the full thing. Strange. Now that works. I can't seem to get... That works. But the far one doesn't? Oh, now it does. I don't know. Trying to do anything on this shitty controller. Well, it's not a shitty controller. It's just not... It's not good for me in fighting games. I'll put it that way. I shouldn't say it's shitty. It's actually a really good controller. It's just I'm not going to get anything done on this thing. Okay. I need split. Oh, come on. Why can't I Windows XSplit? You're not allowed to see that. Hold on. Okay. I gotta make sure it's actually logged in. When do we replace Terry's monkey with Grookey? When we want to get shut down by Nintendo, that's when. And God knows I don't want to get shut down by Nintendo. Okay, there we go. Alright, we're back. So let's set up... Oh, it's already set up. Cool. Okay, so we want to record... We want to record this. We want to record him when he whiffs it and when he hits it, because they're two different animations. I doubt that the animation of him stopping is different between, but just to be sure, let's try to time it. Oh no, he's I timed it where he caught him. Alright, there we go. That's a smooth looking animation when he stops. Yeah, it looks like it's the same. Actually, it looks a little different. Yeah, it's different when he doesn't connect. It's actually good that we did that, because that's a different animation when he has to stop. Interesting. Okay. That was actually really good to get that. Alright, let's stop that recording and let me hold on, we need a little magic here. Gonna bring up the magic curtain. It's gonna be just like Houdini. Good old Mark D. Houdini. Let's see, where is it here? Can't wait till that analog NT portable comes out, that Game Boy, that new Game Boy reproduction. But it's got, or will have, SNK Neo Geo Pocket Color support, which would be really nice. Be really nice. Then I won't have to do magic anymore. You ready? Whoa! How's that for a magic trick? This is an old Old magic trick. Oh yeah, that's right. This plays like ass with this controller. The big old magic trick. If you're wondering, I own the game. I don't get any panties in a wad here. I have a real Neo Geo Pocket Color, and I've got the game. It should be sitting on my desk here, actually. Maybe it's in the bed. Probably next to the bed. I actually do play it sometimes at night. Or when I'm taking a poop. You ever play games when you poop? Well, I play Neo Geo Pocket Color. Alright, so we're looking at Iori. Let's get our boy there, and we'll beat up with you, it's fine. Okay, and so... is it forward? No. There it is, back. It's just this controller sucks with this game. It does not take analog input very well. There. Okay. So there's a few things we're gonna have to do here. Oh, that's right. You have to hold back. And then no King of Fighters grabs here. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Coded the entire thing in 10 seconds. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. I just ported it. It's magic. Come on. Oh my god, come on. Just you can do it. There we go. Okay. And then we gotta get the actual. And now if we can make him jump. Fight, hold, guard 1, guard 2, jump. Oh, there we go. Shit. Okay, it kept my settings on. Pressed the wrong button. So we'll try to go under him. Oh, come on. Come on! Am I doing it the wrong way? There it is. But I fucked it up. Oh my god. Oh, this is awful. I can't do anything like this. It's way too sensitive on this emulator. Way too sensitive. Great. Now he's on this fucking side. There we go. Get over here. What the fuck? Just there you go. There you go. I can't believe he's doing that. I don't know why he's doing the other one, but alright. Well, we got it. We're good. It doesn't detect the D-pad. I'd have to reset the settings, I think. I'm not sure if I can reset the settings. Can we reset the settings? Controls. Yeah, see, they only let you change the buttons. They don't let you change the joystick. And it just does not work very well. So, it is what it is. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, good enough. Figured it out. I think I got one run in of him jumping, so we'll just go with it. So let's bring up our sprite sheet. The one that we're currently transferring from is just his raw data. I colored him, but this is his extracted data from the Neo Geo Pocket Color games. So, got all his frames nice and clean. Alrighty. Oh, let's start with the Neo Geo Pocket one. Watch me try to do it for fucking 10 minutes here. Come on. You can do it. Do it! Do it! Thanks. Okay, let's go back. Okay. So he's gonna start off by crouching down slightly and then starting to run, which I'm not surprised by that at all. So let's grab his running frames, which are completely reused here. And next, he's a running. Oh, and he just kind of just dips and stomps. Oh, missed it. You blink, you miss it. Okay. And then he dips down. That's actually his dodge frame. And then he just dips back up to that. And that's it. Okay, that's about what I expected. Based on just seeing it in motion. So that is the dodge frame, which is actually here. It's part of his back frame. Okay. So all of it's reused, at least for the initial part of it. Good use of resources. No. Where are we? Okay. So then we need to see him actually hit it. Which is right there. Okay. So when he gets in range, he goes into that, which is one that we haven't transferred yet, I believe. I like this version of the Kuma's theme. It's pretty good. It's good shit. Alpha 2 Gold had an amazing fucking soundtrack. This shit's good. And then I guess I don't even know what the hell this is supposed to be. Is he just open hands and then elbows? Why is your hand opening if you're gonna elbow? I don't know. This animation doesn't make no sense to me. Does not make any sense. Maybe the KOF 98 one will make more sense. But we're gonna get the original first and we'll tweak it from there. Okay. And he puts him down. And that's it? That's literally it? And he's just like, go back to idle. Wow. That's it? That's actually a little surprising. And it's this frame. That's it. Fuck it, we got no more frames to expend. It's just back to idle. It's fine. So the question is, where the hell is this one come into play? Is this unused? Wouldn't expect it to be unused. Huh. Well, we'll see. It might have another purpose somewhere else. It's definitely not this. That's a different kind of motion. It could have been a prototype version of this frame. If we compare it, it has a similar structure. It's just not quite as refined. Or you could even say that it goes in between here. It doesn't quite follow the motion though for that. So it really wouldn't work as an in-between. The arms, sure. But the legs don't really work. They don't follow that kind of motion. Because you see like the back of his foot here, but you don't see the back of his foot here. And then you see the back of the foot again, it looks strange. It wouldn't track very well. Among other reasons. But that's one of the big things that stuck out to me is, what do the shoes look like? And down here, actually, almost kind of works more for this, but that doesn't go with the motion of the arms anywhere here, so really don't know what that one's about. We might find it eventually, but we'll see. Alright, so we've seen that one. Let's take a look at the King of Fighters 98 version. Oh yeah, when he stops, that's another thing. So when he stopped in Match of the Millennium, he did this. Alright, we're probably going to have two different versions of this. And we need more space here. We got space at the bottom, so let's do that. Iori's just got a lot of special moves. There ain't nothing wrong with that, but we do have to move things down for it. Okay, that should be good. It's hard on the eyes, it really is. Okay, so his stopping frame is a little different. It goes from here to here, and he slides to a stop. And then he gets back into this frame, and then he stands back up. So the only real difference here is that slide-in frame, and I don't know if we have anything that might stand in for that, to be honest. It might not be something that we really have here. Thinking maybe this could stand in for it, but it's not really the same thing. It really isn't. He's kind of sliding with his feet forward. Almost like this. Could argue that it might be something like this. I don't know. That's a general approximation. Doesn't look that bad. Let's actually label these before we go any further, though. What the hell's this thing called? You know, I'm just gonna use the command. What's it? 41236. 41236. Okay. Let's have some forward. Oh, that's using the wrong color. I also have to specify. Come on. There we go. 41223K. Match the Millennium version. KLF 98 version. Now let's see. I'm sure the animations haven't changed much between the versions, but just to specify, in case it does matter at some point. There we go. And then when he actually grabs them, there we go. I don't expect anything too new here. Oh, wow, what is this? What the hell kind of frame is that? Hey, I stand corrected. What the fuck's going on there? He literally slides on his knees? Like, none of that reads when I see it. That's funny. He literally slides on his knees. It's almost like doing something like this. Not quite the same pose. That's funny. I don't think he has a frame for that. He just doesn't. So I guess they omitted it. They're like, screw that shit. And this might be the closest one, but it's not really the right orientation here. Okay, fine. Next. Yeah, okay, so there is this one, and then he goes into this, and then hits like that. So he kinda uses this as like an intermediary between the two, but I doubt the legs are gonna stand up to that. Well, actually, more than I would think, but they still come back. They come in and they come back out. It's not quite right. Going from here to here is not the end of the world. It's fine. It makes it snappy anyway. Okay, then he comes up. Oh, we found that frame. Did they forget to put it in Match of the Millennium? They forgot to put it in. That's where this one comes from. Well, we found that, boys. I can see why they may have omitted it, but I think it's pretty clear that that's what this is. That's what that is. And then he comes down, and that frame and this frame kind of got merged together into this. And then he actually holds him down, which isn't in the original, or isn't in Matrimonium. But if you paid attention last time, you'll know that I created this frame based on the super version of this move from the later games. So, ha! Take that. I got that shit. I got it covered. Yeah. I didn't use this anywhere else, did I? I don't want to store duplicate frames if I don't have to. Don't look like it. There we go. Well, it looks like the 98 version wins out. It's just got more stuff in it. I can't believe they forgot this, unless I just didn't record it properly. So, this is all just extra crap, right? Okay, and well, we have to do the whiff version too. But now I'm really curious. Did I just miss it when we were going through it here? No, it just goes from that to that. They missed a frame. They forgot to animate it. So that could be, it could be an unused frame. It could be an unused frame. That's interesting. Alright. Here's me trying to do that shit over and over again. Fucking it all up. Yep, just get the other special, it's fine. Yeah, there we go, and I actually did it there. Oh no, there's nothing special, he just stops and turns around. Oh, that's lame. Yeah, alright. Alright, this is why I record both. This is why I don't just go by the Neo Geo Pocket games, because they miss shit sometimes. They just do. Okay. So this is the miss. This is the hit. But then there's a different one. Or rather, this is a stop early. This is the hit, and then there's a different one for the miss. So let's take a look at that. And that's what I recorded here. Once I timed it to, boom. Okay, so he actually does the elbow here, but if the elbow whiffs, and he comes back and back into idle and then turns around. So essentially, what he ends up doing is coming back to a frame that looks basically like this. So I'm probably going to use that as a stand-in. And then he just kind of stops, and that's it. He stops and he holds pose, and then he turns around after he comes back to idle, but that's it. So let's miss. Or stop early. Let's see. Stop early. Hit. And miss. And proximity. Just so I have a note there. Why the hell that is the way it is. It's proximity. Okay. Let's see. Actually, you know what? It makes a lot more sense to have the labels over here, so we know what happened. That's looking just go over here. Down here. Yeah, I'll go here. Probably the best way to have it, because then you know that this is a hit. This is proximity. Essentially. Okay. Cool. That one was a little more complicated than I thought, but that's fine. And we've got a frame for it already that I pre-built, so would have been used for something else anyway. But or actually, no, I should clarify this super here is what I created it for, based on what I saw in the other games. But I don't believe I'm going to use the super. I'm probably going to use Yatagarasu instead. That's the from 13 and 14. The Iori slashes the whole screen and the screen turns red. That's super. I believe it's called Yatagarasu, which I think in Japanese it has something to do with crows or something. The name Yatagarasu, something about a crow. Could be wrong. I believe that's what it's all about. Or raven? Maybe it's raven. Something to do with birds. Alright. Cool. Then the last one is the command throw. So let's get this one first. Where is Expo? Where are you? There you are. Got too many damn windows open. Alright, let me minimize this. I can see chat and XSplit. Wouldn't that be great? Okay. Let's make Ryu stop. Yeah, don't jump. I like how the hardest difficulty is called gamer. I don't know what the translation was really supposed to be for that. That's just hilarious to me. Alright, let's start the recording, and we're doing the... Oh, this is going to be a nightmare on this controller. It's a crow! Oh, okay, Yatagarasu is a crow. If it's the crow, it would fit Iori because of the color of red and a bunch of crows, aka murder of crows. Yeah. It's usually a bad omen. That makes sense. Oh, this is not going to go well. Oh, what's that? Does he even have it in this game? Okay, this is not going well. Alright. I can't do this with this friggin' controller. I'm getting the stick. It's times like this I wish I had that little... Was it Mayflash that makes it? The little mini stick? Like the one that sits in your... The little tiny one that sits in your lap? Little baby stick? I really wish I had one of those for these kind of times. Because the stick is so big, I have to put the keyboard tray and everything away just to use it. So it, crap. I closed the magic trick. Hold on a second. I gotta open the magic trick again. Prepare to be amazed. Oh shit, not there. There we go. Boy, it's a magic trick. Shit, I shouldn't have closed the folder. I keep closing the folder. Okay. Oh, look at that. It's back. How'd that happen? I have no idea what the... No idea. Oh, no, it doesn't. Oh, no, I don't like it. Oh. I think it's this. Shit. I forget what the... Oh. Nope, I still don't like it. Trying to remember what the... No, I do not want to open up the fucking game bar. I don't remember what the... No, apparently that didn't work. There's a special code. I got the Brook Universal Fighting Board. I don't know. There's a special code so that you can change the way the stick works. Hold on, let's look it up quick. This will be worth looking up. Brooke, UFB. Brooke. How the fuck did I? Okay. Change joystick input. Because you can change the inputs. Hey, pretty good. How about you? Pedroka? Oh yeah, it is an A. Shoot. Okay, sorry. Pedroka, 29. Pretty good, man. How about you? Alright, there's build notes on how to do this. You can change so that the joystick goes to D-pad or it goes to the analog stick output on the thing. Oh, here we go. There's touchpad emulate. Okay. Press combo keys for 2 seconds. Yes, to switch between left stick, right stick, and DP for D-pad. So you hold Option plus start plus left for 3 seconds. Okay, so they changed it, I think. Option, start, and select 1, 2, 3. And now, well, they don't tell you. They don't tell you what to do next. Oh, here we go. Cool. That does it. Oh, okay. Alright, that's fine. Those keys work. Sparring. Oh, this is so much better. So much better. Oh, wait, hold on. Did you hear about Guilty Gear Anniversary is coming to Switch? So what's included in that? I'm assuming X2 / Accent Core, maybe Azuka? Let me know, what's included with that? Oh god, oh man, this is so much better. Oh, this is so much better. Oh, this is what it's made for. Alright, oh jeez, I tried to hit heavy punch, but there's no heavy punch here. Okay, so we wanted to know what now? There was, yeah, okay. That's it. I know that he must have had the command grab. Oh, okay. Yeah, it changes pretty rapidly. To my surprise, even. Okay, so we've got to record both of these. Stop that. Okay, recording. There's the grab. Wait, what the hell was that? Oh, there it goes. No, that's not right. It's a little touchy. There we go. I don't think that there's a difference between the light and the heavy. Wow, why is it doing that? Really, why is it doing that? Or that? Oh, I didn't do it fast enough? I can't do it now. There it goes. Alright, that's good enough. Alright. It was during the Arc Revo America. And Foss is gonna be... Yeah, I saw the Foss teaser on Twitter earlier. That was pretty cool. He looks really lanky now, which fits, I think. But it was interesting. Yeah, Guilty Gear Strive it's called now. You're right. They gave it a name now. That's the new one coming out. Yeah, I didn't hear anything about the Guilty Gear Anniversary, but that makes a lot of sense for them to do that. I think it's the first time they've ever done something like that with a collection that I can recall. I mean, they've done ports of Slash and Reload and shit, but I don't think they've ever done like a collection. Okay, if you get a deluxe edition, you get the Soul Bad Guy headband. Is that for the anniversary, or is that for Strive? I'm assuming Strive. I don't know if Eunice is coming to Switch. I didn't hear anything about it if it is, but I wouldn't be too surprised. The anniversary? Oh, okay, that's cool. That's cool. that's just the normal grab. Okay, okay, this is the grab with. Okay. Okay, goes to here. Oh no, that's just him stepping back. And then he goes from here. No, that's just me stepping forward. Goes from here to here. Arguably, that might not even be a frame. I mean, it could be. It looks like just a stand frame. Is it this one? Is this one? It could be. Fuck it, just... Alright, from there, and he literally just goes right into his whiff animation here. Which doesn't surprise me all too much. The new this game is Clear. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, Under Night and Birth Clear, I believe, is the full title. Yeah, that I wouldn't be too surprised if that came to Switch. I like to play them on PC, but I'll be honest, the PC ports, they take forever to come out. But I do play it with Tim on PC, because he won't get... Oh, he's got a Switch, right? Does Tim got a Switch? I can't remember. Larry, has Tim got a Switch? Where's Tim? I have to bug him. If he's got a Switch, I'll just make him get it on that. The netcode might not be so good, though. On Switch. I don't know. I'll talk it over with him, see what he's got. I can't get Tim to get a PS4 for the life of him. The dude ain't poor, but he won't get a PS4. And I'm like, dude, no. Eunice is out first on PS4. Hell, the first Under Night was out first on PS3 for like a year ahead of the PC port, and he wouldn't get it. I'm like, dude, just get a PS3. They're cheap now, and we'll play Under Night because he loves Melty Blood. I'm like, dude, it's Melty Blood HD. It's fucking Melty Blood HD, and you won't get it. What's wrong with you? And he won't get it. He waits till the PC version comes out a year and a half later, and I'm like, dude, everybody's moved on to the new one. I'm like, what are you doing? Daddy doesn't listen. Tim never listens. I played it, and I'm like, dude, I bought it on PS3 when it came out. And I'm like, dude, you fucking love this game. Just do it. Just do it. It's the new Melty Blood. Just do it. And he won't. He never did. And then he gets it. Then he gets it on PC, and he's like, oh, wow, this game's amazing. I'm like, yeah, no fucking shit. I've been telling you that for a year and a half now. Jesus Christ. I'm telling you. I'm always behind schedule on all these fighting games. I'm all behind the times because you gotta wait till it comes out on PC so I can play it with Tim. Street Fighter 5 is the only fucking game that's come out simultaneously on both, I think. And then it kind of we didn't play that one too long. It was that was a different kind of experience. Okay, Guilty Gear XX Accent Core Plus R. Probably more, but these are the ones showcased in the trailer. It's only those two? What? Alright, look, Arxis, look. An anniversary collection needs more than 2 out of like 15 games. Alright, look. There's gotta be more than that. I get that Guilty Gear the first one. Sure. And then XX Accent Core Plus is basically the final version of the X line. So I get why those are like the ones. But you should put in Azuka. You should put in Guilty Gear 2. Put in the PSP beat 'em up. Shit, that game was great. The PSP beat 'em up? I forget what it's called now. And Azuka was the 4-player one, right? What the? Oh, Judgment. Guilty Gear Judgment was the PSP one. And that one's really good. They should put that shit in. That was a lot of fun. Yeah, it is convoluted. You got X, you got XX, you got XX slash, you got XX pound sign reload. Fucking, or not pound sign. Isn't it pound? I can't remember now. I thought pound was a star. But it could be the hashtag. I know. Hashtag reload. There you go. They're forward thinking. Hashtag reload. You know what I'm saying. Yeah, Izuku was the 4-point. Yeah, that's what I remember. Oh my god, they had Dust Strikers on DS. I forgot about that. Dude, there's so many. There's so many wacky off-brand Guilty Gear games. You can't keep track of them. There's just too many. That's way too many. Let's see. Okay, he just does that and he goes, oh yeah, I think that is an actual frame because he goes back to this frame. That does kind of look like he's grabbing. I'm pretty sure that KOF 98 is going to have a much better animation for that. Alright, let's see. Oh, yeah, I got it on the first shot there. Okay, and here we go. That is a frame, because you see he's already been put into the grab when this comes out. And then it goes here. Okay. Oh, we'll just do this. That Judgment, I got a lot of time on Judgment. That was the PSP beat 'em up. Like, I think they hired someone outside to do it, but it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. If you haven't played it, definitely check that out. Of course, now it's really tough because it's only on PSP that I can imagine. I don't know if it got a Vita port. It might have, or not a port, but if it was available to purchase on Vita. Alright, so he just does... He does the grab, and then he brings him back this way. This is Reused City. I swear to God, 90% of Iori's moves are all reused from other things. Even his super is all reused frames. Except for, like, the one... what the hell's the name of it? The one he does all the slashy slash, and then he grabs in and blows you up. The only unique frame, I think... The unique frames out of those are just him grabbing you. Yeah, SNK had to save money. Yeah, no, really. Okay, and then he comes back to idle. Yeah, and it just shows him... I think he's turned around. Oh no, he's doing that. Okay, so then they bring him back to idle. It looked like this frame. But, yeah, it looked like this frame. I think, right? Oh, that's the right one. With his hand just slightly open. Yeah, it was that one. Okay, I saw that. Okay, yeah. He does that, and then it's really hard to tell. It kind of looks like he goes into his turnaround animation there for a frame. But Ryu's in front of him, so it's really hard to see it, but I believe it's there. And if I believe it's there, it's there. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that that's it. Yeah. And again, these are all reused frames, because you can see... I'll blow this up. It's probably better, easier to see. Oh, it won't go any higher, apparently. But you can see the hair here. The side of the hair is here. And this hand is here. And this leg is straight. I'm positive that this is behind it. But you can't see it. And then he goes to the actual frames here. So he'll do these frames. He might come back to that frame again. Yeah, so he throws him. Yeah, and he comes back down to that frame. And he just goes back to idle. That's... okay. Fair enough. I don't know what I expect anymore. Let's see, whoa! Oh god, chat's going nuts here, alright. What if we get Soul and Kai for Smash? That would be sick. That would be cool. It's a long shot, though. That would be cool. What moves would they use for them in Smash? Smash is so big that we'll eventually have every big fighting game franchise in it. Yeah, really. It'll be the Sammy versus Capcom that we were supposed to get long ago. Now, Sammy was the parent company of ArcSys at the time, I believe. And so they were going to do basically Guilty Gear versus Street Fighter, but it fell through. I don't know if it was just rumor, but it had been reprinted and retold like it was fact. But that was a long time ago. It was a very long time ago. I don't know if it was. His mech move should just be hop. Dude, it'd be too funny. It'd be too funny. It'd be a joke. It would be a fucking joke. Yeah, I was gonna say, for Soul, the DP has to be his up B. Side B, I guess, would be Ground Viper. Down B could be his shit. I don't remember exactly what it's called, but the way he stabs the ground and that shit, the fire comes out, I guess would be his down B. What else? It's kind of hard to tell. Yeah, that grand. Oh, stand B of Grand Flame. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. That's what I was thinking. Bandit Finger. That's what I was trying to think of. I'm like, that would actually be down B. Or maybe? I don't know. Well, maybe not. Man, it's hard. If you hold it, it's revolver. Okay, I could see that. No, up B would be Volcanic Viper, right? That's his. And that's his DP, right? Or am I mistaken? That would have to be his up B. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I thought. Down B is Ground Viper. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Or forward B or whatever. I don't know. He's got so many damn moves. Yeah, I agree with... Okay, yeah, I can agree with that. With the bandits being forward B. Back B. I don't know. People are so pissed about the back B that Terry has. People are going off cliffs left and right. Let's not bring that back. But what would he do though? Would Riot stamp? Like, there's nothing for him to jump off of. Would he just latch on to the nearest wall? What if there's no wall? Would he just jump back? How would that even work? Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. And Final Smash, of course, is going to be the install. That would make the most sense, I think. Okay, let's look at what 98 does for this, because I'm not convinced that this is a good wave animation. There's got to be something else here. There might be more frames to it in 98, but come on. Oh, we didn't record it yet, so I'll have to do that. Right, let's record that. Oh yeah. Whiff first. And the grab. Simple enough. We're gonna have to... Yeah, we gotta get more room again. We're already out of room. I'm just gonna have to put this down here. He's probably not gonna have any unused frames by the end of this. God, he barely has frames at all. Already. Jeez. Okay. Where did I put it? Here. Yes. Okay, here we go. Well, let's get him away from Shingo. Just so there's nothing in the way. Oh, he does. Okay. He actually does like dip down and come through and then up. So really, he's doing kind of the Rekka motion. Is what it looks like, which is just this. Anyway, this makes sense. It makes sense. Okay, so 98 says it's this, and he's got recovery frames that, of course, don't exist in Pocket. I really don't think he has an equivalent frame for that. You could maybe argue that this might work. Because he's coming back, but maybe. Maybe. I do like the idea of having this as the first frame. Because of the way his hand opens, makes it look like he's going for something. And so if it hits, cool. If you grab, you grab. If you don't grab, then you get this. So yeah, he kind of comes out like this anyway, so that's not bad. That might not be a bad transition back to idle. The fact that he's standing and squatting again, I don't know. We'll play it by ear. We'll see how it looks. Okay, and then if he actually hits... Oh. That's not what I want. Restaurant. Medium, C long. Frame advance, here we go. Oh, he just... Really? Okay. Really? He just goes from here, he just goes, boop. I got him. That's it? Alright, well, it's basically this. Let's see. Alright, that's one of the poses. Wow, he doesn't even go through this animation. He just goes right into this, actually. Alright, we'll have to have some kind of thing. Oh, okay, it's basically, yeah, it's just his grab animation. Okay, it's just his grab animation. Oh no, I'm sorry, I'm stupid. I was looking at the light punch. Never mind. Okay, yeah, okay, that's what I expect. He grabs him. Brings him in. Oh, he does this frame. I can't believe I was looking at the stupid light punch. Like, wow, looks just like his normal grab. What's he doing? Okay, hold on. Okay. Well, they come in, and he does this pose, which is part of his stand C. Yeah. Hey, whatever, man. Whatever floats the boat. It's completely different. Completely different than... Alright, hold up. He does kind of do that pose. Yeah, he does do this pose. So it's the same. It goes from here to here instead of the whiff. And he comes back in, pulls him in. I mean, we can go from that frame to here. And then he actually got a lot of frames for this, and then he's pushing them to the side. Okay. So they have him go from here to here to here, But I think we're gonna cut from here to here. It makes more sense that he's still got him in his hand. He's still grasping. And he throws him, then he comes back down, and then he comes back to idle. So, it goes from here. Yeah. Oh, that's the frame I want to see. Oh wait, no, that's it. It just goes from there to there. Whoosh. Up and back down. Just basically this. I'm back to idle. The turnaround is actually a part of the animation. It doesn't have to be though. Not sure if there'd have to be a special provision for turning around mid-animation. I'll leave it like this for now. If I feel like getting super fancy with it for that one frame, I might look into seeing how they can actually turn around mid-animation. But that's pretty comprehensive. And then he just basically goes back into this, but from the other direction. And that'll be the fancy frame if I feel like doing it that way. Otherwise, I'd just let this expire back in the idle, and then he'd do his turn animation immediately and turn around. Either way, it'll work. I'll try to do the fancy version, but yeah, I would say the Master Millennium one is just kind of trash. So I'm gonna just completely ignore it. There's really no merit to having it around. So, and this is command grab. For lack of a better word translation for it. Okay, that's about as high as it can go. Okay, that's all his moves, right? Right? Got the wave, got the DP, got the Rekkas, got the alley-oop. Whatever the fuck that is. Got the Match in the Millennium version of that. KF 98 version. We'll probably use mostly this. I don't know if I'll like this or this for the stopping, but one of those should be alright. We'll test to see between them. So it's useful to have this information here. It's useful to have the two versions. How many characters have you put into the game so far? 3. We've got Terry. Oh, it's not plugged in. Not plugged in. There we go. Hey, there we go. Barnacle. Got Terry. I got the good old Ryu and Ken. So them 3. And Iori's next to fill out the roster. Oh, I got up. Ah, that was awful. Yes, you can cancel any move into the thing and then do another move. That was scrub combo. Thank you. I think it's a little fun. Other people have told me it's fun, so I guess. And if it's fun, then that's all that matters. That's what it's there for. That's just 3 characters. We'll beat up on Ken twice, it's fine. So the first 8 are gonna be Iori, Kyo, Terry, Mai, Ken, Ryu, Chun-Li, and Guile. You can see their silhouettes already on the select screen, so it's no big secret. But what order I'm tackling them in is, well, I don't even know yet. But Iori happens to be the 4th. Which is the most requested character, by the way. Iori. Which, I guess I'm not too surprised, but I'm a little surprised. I was surprised that Terry wasn't the most requested SNK character. Iori's the most requested character, period. Like, out of both sides. I get requests for him, or I used to get requests for him weekly. Almost daily. When's Iori? When's Iori? Is Iori making it in? Please put Iori in. Okay, Iori's in. Jeez. Yeah, he is dope. I know, but it's like, okay, whatever. That works. It's fine. Okay, yeah, so that's it for specials. And now we gotta move on to supers. So we're gonna have to reference a few games for this one, actually. I do not believe the extension is in this one. So, oh, too far away. Did you think of any planned characters will be harder to implement than the others? Iori might be a little bit harder. He's got a couple goofy things going on. I've already done charge moves with Guile, so that shouldn't be too bad. I don't know much about Mai, but she looks pretty straightforward. Chun might be a little interesting. She's going to be the only character with an air super currently that I can think of. Kyo shouldn't be too bad. The Rekkas, we've already got code for those. There's other moves that actually work like that already. They're just not really Rekkas. But the underlying code of transitioning from one attack to another is already in there. At this point, I don't think there's going to be too much interesting or new. I think it would more of a challenge if we eventually get like a grappler in there. So if we get a dedicated grappler like Geef, or, you know, T-Zoc or Raiden or Alex, something like that, there'll be more code to put in for that. But I'm trying to think of anything that we already haven't covered so far. Like, Terry's already got charge moves, and I built the hold back charge move along with the hold down, so I know those both work. So what? Guile's got charge moves. Chun's got the air super, and that's the only real thing that I haven't tested yet, is air supers. But I don't expect it to be all that interesting. We've got jump cancels already, so Chun's super cancel, when she kicks and she can jump follow up, she'll have that. There might be something, but nothing's coming to me that we already don't have in one form or another, or have already pre-planned for. I think that's pretty much it. Like, the super extensions are already there, going from one super to another. Because Ryu already has that with his Kaku Fubatsu. So, yeah, I mean, other than design-wise, the coding should be fine. Design-wise, that's another story. Like I said, I don't know anything about Mai, so nothing Exus, of course, does. He'll help out with that, but I mean, Chun, I've already got a really good idea what I want to do with Chun. I got a decent idea what I want to do with Guile. And Kyo, I got ideas, but I haven't solidified much there. And I'm sure anything SNK, of course, nothing Exus is gonna have his say in there, of course. So yeah, I don't think that the rest of the roster is gonna be that bad. It's just getting the time to actually implement it is really all it's gonna come down to. I know you know a lot about SNK stuff. That's why I'm definitely consulting you about those ones, especially Iori. Iori, I mean, like, Mai I don't know, but she doesn't look like too super complicated, but Iori looks a little bit complicated, so I don't want to fuck him up, especially since he's like a super fan favorite. He looks, I don't want to say he looks like super complex, but I don't know the ins and outs of how his moves are supposed to react with one another. What's supposed to flow into what, that kind of stuff. I just don't know. So, yeah, let's record the super now. So, there we go. Okay, so we've got that, and we've got that. Boom. And that's pretty much it. 98 does not have the extensions, so... And neither does Match of the Millennium, actually, funny enough. Oh no, it got pissed off because I unplugged the controller. Great. If I plug it back in, maybe it'll be happy, but I don't know. It's one of those programs. No, it just pissed. It's pissed. Alright, hold on. I gotta make the magic trick again. Alakazam, Alakazoo. Don't say emulation. Don't say it. It's magic. When's that analog portable coming out? Then I could just literally put my cart into it and record off of that. If they had a Super Neo Geo Pocket like they had a Super Game Boy, I'd already have that shit. Hello. What's up?
I'm just hugging and kissing on you.
Oh, okay.
Am I not allowed because we're on the internet?
No.
Okay.
Love you.
No.
How's it here? Oh, damn it. Where is it? There. Alright, let's keep the folder open. So I don't have to keep doing this. There we go. Here we are. Magic trick has commenced. Just hoping the, of course it doesn't. Fucking. 1, 2.
Why is Iori fighting Dollar Store Kyo?
Dollar Store Kyo. I know, really, right? Dollar Store Kyo. He's just a Dan.
He's Family Dollar Kyo, and you know it.
Family Dollar Kyo. Poor Shingo. He's getting shit on by everybody. What happened to Shingo? He hasn't been in the last 3 games, right?
He got discontinued. They found out he contained lead.
Jesus Christ.
Kids were putting him in their mouths.
Oh, there it is. Oh, he's gonna do that one. Well, I'm not using that one, so hold on. We gotta select Rush, then that way he only has level 1 version. Okay. Let's record. Boom. And that's it. Short and sweet. So here's the deal. 2002 has another version of this, which I believe he got in 2000, in just 2000. Let's see. Steam. Yeah, we'll just close this one. We don't need that one anymore for now. Unlimited match. So if I'm not mistaken, the first game that had Iori's super extension, where he hits you with his arms and it makes the pillar of flame, I think is 2000? Could have been 99? Yeah, 99 he had the multi-explosion grab, you're right. But in 2000 he got the 2 big swinging slashes. But it's in 2002 either way, which makes it easy to record. I don't know. Beat up Chang. Chang's the loser. Look at him. Fuck Chang. Oh, is it back? I did not do it fast enough. It's 4.
Well, now you're being discriminatory against judicially challenged people.
Against what?
Judicially challenged people.
Oh, because he's a criminal?
Yeah, now you get the joke.
Judicially challenged. Yeah, fuck it. You gotta hit both buttons, and I didn't do it fast enough. But... That's it right there. Boom, boom. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. So let's record that. Let me screen capture it first. Game capture, KOF 2002. You record. Oh. So we went first just as is. And there. You only have to do it 4 times, but I just mashed the fuck out of it. Because why not? If it works, it works! Okay, that's all we need for that. Okay. Okay, good. I just remember playing KOF 2002 in the machines when I was a child, and every other older kid beating me up. Well, those sound like good arcade memories. At least he got the play for 1 turn before they beat the shit out of you and you go back to the end of the line. Winner stays. Back to the line, bitch. Next. Alright, so let's look at what we've got here. This one's going to be a little complicated. And I honestly, I think it's the only reason that this is here. Or particularly this frame. I guess both of these. This probably goes from one to the other. This is obviously the start to the Super. But this is actually his close heavy punch. So his close C. But the Match of the Millennium games do not, I repeat, do not have close and far normals. They're just what they are. So here, if I tap out here, it's the same as up here. I don't know how to fucking lengthen this game. Oh, this is chain mode, so hold on. I'm pressing heavy punch as if the button exists. There. So in chain mode, you can just chain combo like that. Oh, that's great. There, something like that. Which is pretty cool. That's what I use mostly when I play this game. But let's see. Yeah, you can do shit like that. I can't get in the Super. Something like that. That wasn't a true combo, but okay. You get the idea. Hold on, can you not get in the Super from that? Oh, you can. Okay. I was just fucking it up. So. Oh, that's sick. I forgot about that after that. Yeah, I forgot about that. In KOF. You can do this shit. They don't give a fuck. They let you do shit. Fuck. It's a little weird. It's a little weird because you have to hold the button for heavies, so it's heavy. Fuck. It's fucked up. But you get the idea. I don't remember what I was doing with that. Anyway, point being, we have footage now, so we can take a look. So we'll get the pocket one first. And we'll do the other ones after. So It goes black. He goes from this stance. I'm not surprised that that's a starter. It seems to be their go-to transition frame. Not that one. This one. I believe this one is called 8 Maidens, if I'm not mistaken. And then that one, of course. That's what I expected to see. The good old superpose. It just keeps making me think of Sakurai. Whoever designed Iori was a genius. Yes, they were. God damn it, yes, they were. It's just so funny to hear him just say it. Whoever designed Iori was a genius. Yep. Yup. He's still super relevant. You can't dunk on Iori. He's outlived a lot of other characters. Yeah. He's a genius fucking design. Yeah, he is. He really is. And he does his light punch. They use the light punch for a lot of in-between frames. Which makes sense. It's pretty well designed in that regard, but... Oh, what? Oh, okay, so then he goes down. I wonder if you can actually hit during those pre-frames there. Alright, where is... It's here. Now, I'm going to assume that this is the We Missed frame. So I'm going to put it up here. It would make sense. It looks like the We Missed frame. And then we'll transition to the hit here. Oh wow, it's the actual grab frame too. And then he stands back up. Okay. Well, fuck that. I guess he... That's interesting. I kind of expect that 98 and 2002 may not do it quite that way, but we'll see. Okay. Then it's the grab frame. Now here's where it's going to get to be a pain in the ass. Okay. And we're just going to start a new line because this is going to be a long fucking animation. Okay. Back to this. See, this is also a reused frame. Something's pissing the computer off. I heard that little skip in the music and the mouse started lagging a little. It's not happy. Okay. Looks like the light punch. Yes. It's got to be a punch because you will see that when he does slash, yeah, it looks like a light punch. When he does slash with his hands or claws or whatever you want to say it is, there's a different hit spark for it. Okay, then he pulls back. That's what this one's gonna be. A bit of a long one. Okay, and he's got that. Oh, this is a reused frame here, so I forgot to black it out. Oh, this one is too. Fuck. And here is where that close C is going to get used, I bet. Yep, there it is. And that's the first slash. You see, this is the slash. The way that goes. It's a hit spark and a slash at once. Actually, I am building that functionality right now, especially for Iori, to have 2 hit sparks when something hits. Right now, I can't do that. Okay, now his hands go up, and that's what I figured. And I'm going to presume that the next frame is going to be that one, since it looks like it works together. So, pretty sure it's going to be that. Yep, and it is. And, okay. And he's going to go for his... basically his fireball. Yeah, this is basically reuse the super. You're gonna see a lot of animations that just what the hell is that? It's probably gonna get used wholesale. So let's drag it on over and see what we got. We know let's thin this down. Expand just okay. I know we've got this. Yep, then... oh wait, it doesn't go to... it skips that first frame. Actually goes to here. Then here. And here, as expected. Okay, so it actually doesn't do this one. Alright, I'll take an accurate account of it first, and we'll look at 98 and 2002. I don't expect them to be different between each other, but I expect them to have a few more frames here and there. Okay, then it's got that frame we used for the man grab. Okay, and then yeah, the next slash animation, which is his Farsi, which makes sense because it started with that. Alright, we'll copy the whole thing. I'm going to presume that the last frame might be held off of it, but we'll see what we've got. We got that. Whoa, that was quick. That. Oh, that's a different. Okay. Okie dokie. He's got this frame. In the middle here. Which might do good to have on his stand C, but we'll see. We shall see. We shall see what we see. Then he comes back. Yeah, so they did axe that. And then he comes back. Oh, he actually, he does a Rekka. Okay. Here. Oh, that's time up. Alright, let's just sequence this and we'll pack it up from there. Well, that went by kind of quick. That's when I think about it, it probably didn't, but it felt like it was quick. Alright, these are all reused. Gonna get them kind of close to each other, so they don't take up too much space. His hand got fucked up a little, but I don't really care too much. Because they're reused frames anyway, they're just here for reference. Went back to here. He's doing this one again. Okay. Oh, and that's the last one. Alright. I have a sneaking suspicion that there will be a little bit more variety here. In the other one, perhaps. Okay. Boom. 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 Back. Then he goes... Okay. Wait, hold on. Did he go all the way? He just slashed down. Oh, he did go all the way back. And then he goes to grab. Okay. So then it's this pose. Yeah. And then... Where is it? It's happy face. Happy face. When Iori's happy, everybody's happy. Okay, that's what I figure. And it's gonna go directly into these ones. Yep, right into that. And kaboom! Oh, he actually smiles again. Before the boom. Just to laugh at your dumbass right before he blows you the fuck up. Okay. Fair enough. Right before he blows your ass up. Okay, when it comes back down, does all the boom, 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 and that's it. He just goes back to idle. So, fair enough. There's that one. A little complex, but it is what it is. Alright, let's see. What is this thing? Maiden Masher. I'm sure it's probably wrong in some capacity. Imagine one. Okay. Alright, let's look at 2002s. I figured it was 8 maidens. Like I keep hearing that SNK just fucking throws all the goddamn translations into a fucking hat and pulls them out. It's this one this game. It's this one this game. We don't really fucking know. It's just whatever. Just go with it. Just go with it. One fucking name, the other fucking name. Yeah, 8 wine cups. Oh my god. Alright, fine. Oh, I'll change. 8 maidens. That's kind of a... Not the name you would expect for Iori's attack. You'd figure Iori is one of those EU girls type. But yet his attack is 8 maidens. Alright, hold on. Let me restart the playlist here so we got something to listen to. He's not. He has had like several girlfriends. Oh, that's cool. Where is that, like in manga or whatever, or side story stuff? I don't remember him expressing so much concern for other human beings before. Iori can't have girlfriends because he's literally a threat to them as long as he lives because of the riot of the blood. There's a riot of something. A riot of something's going on there. Alright, let's see. He's one of those push people away types. Yeah, I guess he would be. I really guess he would be. Okay. No surprises here so far. He gets down, he does his thing. Headbutts you. And he comes up. Okay. So far, so good. Pretty normal. No, I know it's the same, but I don't know if it's animated the same between the Pocket version and actual KOF. I don't know if they cut frames or attacks or whatever, because they do that from time to time, as we've seen up here. Where this is like, or these two have like different, like they left this frame out for some reason and all sorts of bullshit. So I just like to verify that that it's the same between them. So it looks like it starts the same. That I did not expect there to be anything different. So the next part's probably where we might see some differences. Okay, he hits him with. Well, let's see. That's already a little bit different. Here. He does use a wind-up frame, which doesn't surprise me. But he does have a wind-up frame here somewhere for that, I believe. Yes, it would be this one. So already we've got a little bit of a difference. Oh, I went way too far. Where am I? Okay. Yeah. And most of this I would have probably figured out on my own anyway. But since we're here already... let's improve on the design. Okay, then he hits him with that. Kind of looks like he went from this to this. Yeah, and they kind of just skipped this frame, which I agree with. Come back here, because that gives it a little bit more snap into speed. Then they do that. Okay, that's that. That makes sense. Didn't expect anything too different there. Okay. Yeah, and they did use the startup frame, which I expected for this, which I agree with. I think it's necessary for the flow of animation here. I'm just gonna leave that unmissed. No, this one. Okay. Yeah, and then whoop. Okay, then it goes into that. Okay, I see what they did here. I agree with the Match in the Millennium version, putting this in front of that. I do very much agree with them putting this frame as a stand-in for that stuff. And then down he comes. Slash. Yeah, he does have that interim frame there. He comes in. Okay, and that's different. That's what I expected. I had a feeling. So instead of using this, they use the command normal version. So let's bring this down to meet the others. So we do have a discrepancy here where they use the 6A. Where is it? This here. So they actually use this one. And this is exactly what I mean about them not doing it the same. I've seen far too many animations from Match of the Millennium so far to just blindly trust them. Oh. There. Boom. Oh. And then he brings it back here, so I don't know how I feel about that. We could just go straight back into this again, but that's a big leap there. So what I'd probably do is take this as a middle frame between those. Or this one, perhaps. I don't know. This one works. This one's okay. Feet probably line up a little better with the way that he's stanced. Okay, and then he goes for another slash down, and that's it. And then he grabs. Okay. So we do have a little bit of a disagreement between the versions. That's normal. It's nothing unexpected. So it kind of just comes down to what one looks better in the end. And that's hard to say. Until we go ahead and actually put it in the game. Oh yeah, okay, down. And yep, and then down here, and then should be the same. Grab. Yep, crazy face one more time, and boom! Get him! And that's it. And back to idle. Okay. I don't know which one I agree more with here. It's kind of cool that he does that punch, but I kind of understand why they put this one here. I'm just not sure if I agree with it or not. Let's see. Reminder, Iori's dislike column says violence. I saw that and I'm like, did they mix up the like and dislike? Did somebody make an oopsie? Because that's not right. It's not right. That shit's fucked. It is lies. He doesn't like fighting people except Kyo. I don't know if I can believe that. Because he spouts off like an asshole to everybody, man. He spouts off everywhere. He's just been abused by his family, all his family. Yeah, because he hates everyone. He tolerates some people, though, yeah. He tolerates them, like bashing their fucking faces. Good job, Iori. You'll get through anger management one of these days. Just keep at it, bro.
That's for quitters.
What?
Anger management.
Anger management's for quitters.
Every time, babe. Every time. I gotta explain the joke.
Shut up. Shut up. Don't mock me. Iori doesn't like fighting like Mario doesn't like jumping. I'm telling you, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I've heard that he actually doesn't like Mature and Vice. Didn't he end up killing them?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Because they were Gull's little hench girls.
Well, yeah, he figured out they were just fucking with him, and he's like, nobody uses Iori.
Nobody fucks with Iori. Now get fucked.
Then he tried to kill AG, So now him and AG have a blood feud.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, you pissed AG off trying to take him out. Billy too, right?
Probably.
Because they were in the same team.
Iori hasn't thought about or tried to kill.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. He just beat up AG and Billy because they were spying on him. Oh, okay. Well, they still hold a grudge.
Well, yeah, especially AG. Billy kind of just got over it, but...
Yeah, Billy's used to that shit by now.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Billy's just like, getting beat up on Geese's behalf. It's just part of the everyday. The everyday, the norm. You know, happens every other weekend. Fuck it. What's one more beating? Add it to the fucking list. Alright, now these are specifically the max level version, but I'm not going to use that one. One, because I think it looks a little goofy, and two, because I've got other plans for this super. So, these ones are going to go in the unused pile. Assuming that they're not used for anything else, but at this point, I doubt it. There's a lot here, so...
Open, Daddy.
I don't have a bottle opener.
Oh, I thought you did.
No, it's in the drawer.
Which drawer?
Where the right drawer.
Oh,
yeah, it's the can opener's got it on it.
Now. I thought you had like a loose one.
No, I might somewhere here,
Okay.
but I'm not really sure where it is.
Okay.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Let's see, the only people Iori can tolerate are Athena, that's funny, Chizuru, probably barely, Shingo, somehow, and Kyo, I guess eventually. Yeah, well, they teamed up in 11, right? Oh, they had their own special team with Chizuru, Iori, and Kyo. I forget, it's been so long since I played that one, I forget what the actually happens in that story. It's got the weirdo, right? The pink alien guy? I see Max called him an alien. I don't know if he's really an alien. Let's see. Shingo is the person who successfully lobbies him and Kyo to team up with him since Chizuru can't do it anymore. Oh, so is Shingo, Iori, and Kyo in 11 then? I remember something about that team, which I thought was always funny when I saw it.
Talk about Jivatma.
Who?
Jivatma.
Who the hell's that?
It's for KOF Maximum Impact.
Oh,
so it doesn't matter.
Is that Max Impact too? The alien guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Max Impact too. Yeah, we don't talk about the game. We just don't talk about that game. I'll play it on stream one day, maybe. Just as a gag. It is Kyo, Iori, and Shingo. Okay. Shingo is taking Chizuru's place, yeah. No one cares. Yeah, see? No one cares about Maximum Impact. Chat says it. But the 3D my jiggles. Yeah. It's probably...
I literally ended it when it's for Maximum Impact, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't.
That's the joke.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Let's see. I don't have the audio set up for it, though. It wouldn't be a bad idea, though. Maybe we'll plan for next week. 'Cause I'm just trying to get through this anyway. We're pretty much done. So, yeah, and then the frames for the extension don't exist. So we have to make those. I did let Pocket know about them, so I don't know if he's still going to do them or not, but I did discuss it with him. Yeah, none of these are reused. These are all new. So, yeah, I'm not gonna bother too much with this. Yeah, that's new too. I don't think he has anything with this. And then there's that. I promised to program it so it actually hits under all circumstances. Because I know it could be a little spotty in 2002. Sometimes it doesn't quite hit all the way. So there's that. I'll make sure that hits properly. And so the idea is that Eight Maidens is going to be a 2-bar super always. And if you want 3-bar damage out of it, you use the extension. And then you get 3-bar damage off of it. Now Ryu already has a pseudo one here, and the reason he has this is twofold. One, hello.
I unclog the bathtub and I touch your penis. You owe me a rat.
I'm not getting you no rat.
Fuck off, you will one day.
No rat!
I have a glass bottle in my hand. You want it over your
Oh
head?
boy. Is it good?
Yeah, I like it. I do like beer.
Mmm.
We're drinking, everybody. Get ready for domestic violence.
Uh-oh. Is that against terms of service? Yeah, there's no webcam. They can't prove it. Fuck them. What is
I
that?
like it.
Blueberry?
Red's Blueberry Ale.
Red's Blueberry Ale.
Sponsor
That's pretty
us.
good.
There's like 2 left if you want some.
Maybe. Terms of service being broken.
No, for real, I'm clogging the tub.
Okay. Oh, whoops. I forgot to actually do it. Ah, fuck. Okay. So Ryu's got Kaku Fubatsu, if I can fucking do it. Oh my god, come on.
I don't know about you guys, but when I'm drinking,
There.
I have a clean house.
Oh, it didn't work. Oh wait, no. I changed the command. Hold on. I did change the command. So... Shit. Shit! Ah, this controller's pissing me off. Okay. Oh my god. Alright, fuck it. Fuck it. I knew this was a mistake.
Is your controller broken, Phil?
It's not broken, no. It's just I'm not good at fighting games with the Pro Classic.
Are you sure, Phil? DSP?
Shut up, I hate DSP.
I love DSP.
I'm no pro, but I could kick DSP's ass.
No, I love DSP. He's the beautiful.
Yeah.
I don't even know what he
Okay,
is,
here we
but I love him. I love him and we need him.
There you go. So there's a super extension, super into a super. If you want quote unquote 3-bar damage with Kaku Fubatsu, you just do that. DSP is actually kind of a terrible person, so... Oh yeah, no, we don't love him because we think that he's a good person. We love him because he just provides laughs. There's just something endearing about the village idiot. Yeah, he's both a gift and a curse, she said. That's exactly it. That sums up everything. He's a gift and a curse. But yeah, so the idea here is that because Kaku Fubatsu has no 3-bar form, it just is what it is. I was actually inspired by Iori's super extension as a way to get this to be an additional thing. Now, it doesn't do a boatload of damage. Obviously, if you do Shinsho, it's going to do more damage. Or even Shinku Hadoken. But the idea is that if you are not confident in your ability to do a canned move at the end, because you can do what you want after this. And that's decent damage, but it's actually not as much as just doing the extra bar. So let's actually get some numbers onto this. Oh, not input view. Jesus Christ, not hitbox. Oh, you can see the hitbox, that's fine. Whatever. So the base damage is 110. Hey. So with the extension, it's 350, right? So it's something like that, it's 327. Not quite, right? But you do have that extra EX, remember. Oh. That tattoo comes out late, it always screws me up. Oh, I guess I can't get more than that. So there's 422, right? So you can do some additional shit with it. Especially I fucked it up. Let me try again. If you got max, jeez, that delayed startup, man. Oh shit, that is how the fuck did I get DP? Oh, too late. Oh Jesus. Guess it did too early again. There we go. Oh, yeah, he came out of it though. I didn't do it right. I gotta practice this more. There we go. So like that. There you go. So 510. Yeah, you can make some good use of it. But if you're just starting out and you're not confident in it, oops. Oh my god! It's at the late start! There we go. You're not confident, just mash it out. And then you get okay damage, 350. It's a scrub version, but, you know, it is what it is. I think the damage disparity actually got a little bit higher because of the retooling of damage that I did. So I may actually have to revisit that to make it do a little bit more. No, that's not what I'm shit. What am I doing? Oh no! So you can do all sorts of fun stuff. Actually, probably, let's see. The best thing right now? Oops. I don't know why the fuck I did that. Bonk. There. Ah, he came out of it. There we go. That 519 and a hell of a lot of stun. Might be the current optimal one that I know. Shit, can get that. Gotta run. There. There you go, something like that. But yeah, so the reason that's like that is twofold. One, because it didn't have a 3-bar equivalent. And that led me to think, oh, what else does something like that? And it naturally led me to Iori. And so thank Iori for Ryu having that super extension. So yeah, I guess we'll kind of cut it here. We did a lot of stuff. We went a little farther on the playlist than we should have anyway. And I gotta wrap up because I gotta get to bed because I got a day job now. It starts early in the morning, so that's pretty much it. So we'll save and get out of here. So the stuff you saw today, if any of it is interesting or you'd like to support that, we do have a Patreon with the link down below. The build that you see here today, this and probably a little bit more progressed than this, will be available to certain tier patrons on the weekends. So we do have that available. We got code samples, some other stuff. So if that sounds interesting, head on over to patreon.com/GameDevScrubs. Hooray! There's my pitch. So we do have a Discord. And so if you're here with us on Twitch, there's the Discord link that thankfully the bot actually worked and did. I was a little unsure about that since I kind of ran 2 copies of it there for a second. So if you want to follow the day-to-day of the project or ask questions or anything else, that's the place to go. Follow me on Twitter if you want to yell at me, because that's all Twitter is good for, and that's pretty much it. So I'll see you guys next time, Thursday, we're going to have another development stream for the platform game. For Saturday, we're going to play more Star Tropics. And that's pretty much it. So, see you guys later and scrub out.